Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Middle Guy back again today. And today I want to talk about Trump ending the DEI programs that we have, or federally, and ending all the DEI departments, which I think is amazing. Because if we're not going based off meritocracy, we're not going to have the best people in place. And that's exactly what we need if we want to be successful as a country in everything. So I want to go to this video from News Nation here.
DEI is seemingly dead, keeping with a campaign promise made by President Trump. On day one, the new president signed an executive order eliminating federal DEI programs. DEI stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Stands for didn't earn it.
Now, the federal government, the largest employer in our country, will set a new tone for other companies. Musicians Rich McHugh is...
As it should. Again, if you want to be successful, you need to have the best people. I like how they don't ever bring up DEI in professional sports or college sports, or probably even high school sports either. Because you get the best people and you put them in the positions because you ultimately want to win. You want to do the same thing in anything else in life. In business, why don't you want to win and make as much money as possible and be the best that you can be? Why does it matter what the color of the skin or the sex of the person is that you're hiring? That should mean absolutely nothing. You should be hiring the best people available, plain and simple. We see what happened with the LA Fire Department when with their DEI hiring, as we see from their response to these fires, and from the video that they had where the assistant fire chief said, "Well, if your husband is stuck in a place and I can't carry him out, I say he got himself stuck in the wrong place. He shouldn't have been there." Like, what kind of shit is that? That's ridiculous. Just ridiculous. So DEI doesn't do anything but hurt businesses and companies. And it hurts people too because you're giving them a position that they didn't earn and they don't deserve, and you're setting them up for failure. But let's continue.
Live with how this is likely to trickle down, Rich, to other workplaces.
Hopefully it does.
Hi, Nicole. So one incoming Trump official says that private businesses should be on a wait and see, that there are more actions coming soon. And as you mentioned, this has been a campaign promise from the Trump administration and Trump himself.
DEI is racist. That's my thing. If you're hiring based on, we need this much diversity in our company and we need, these many people of this race and this color and this sexual orientation, that's ridiculous. Or not sexual orientation, I apologize. Well, sometimes sexual orientation because they need to have a quota for the gays probably too. But based on sex, that's ridiculous. That's sexist and racist and bigoted. I don't understand why why anyone ever thought that this was a good idea. As we see, affirmative action didn't work because you're setting people up for failure. You're lowering the standards for someone who normally would not be allowed to get into that college, but now you're lowering the standards for them because of the color of their skin and allowing them in, and all you're doing is setting them up to be in a shit ton of debt and never get an actual degree. It's just ridiculous.
Since the beginning, he promised that he would terminate diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, and now those DEA policies are going away. In his inaugural speech yesterday, President Trump said the new policies will be colorblind and merit-based, and also made clear that
that's exactly how they should be.
New federal position, there are two genders.
Exactly, because there's only two genders. There's men and women. That's it. You can make up or call yourself whatever you want to call yourself. That's fine. But the rest of us don't have to give in to your mental illness and your delusions. Sorry, that's not how the fucking world works. Just because your mommy told you that everyone's a winner, it's not true.
This week, I will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President.
We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based.
Pure common sense is what he means.
As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
because that's all
In
there
the
is.
executive order, President Trump called them, quote, illegal and immoral discrimination programs within our federal government. It states, quote, the Biden administration forced illegal and immoral discrimination programs going by the name Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, DEI, into virtually all aspects of the federal government in areas ranging from airline safety to the military. This is a major shift from President Biden, overturning the DEI policies which he put in place on day one of his administration, the Biden administration. In a call with reporters Monday, one incoming Trump official says it will direct the Office of Management and Budget personnel to end illegal mandates preferences. They said it is limited to federal government employees, of which there are 3 million. But we have already seen a shift with some big companies moving away from these practices. Walmart, Meta, Amazon, even McDonald's is reportedly moving away from this, Nicole.
Yeah, and we expect likely to be more companies doing the same. All right. Rich McHugh live for us. Rich, thank you. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, and nobody should be doing that because, again, that practice is racist and bigoted and sexist. If you go off of anything but meritocracy, you're doing yourself and the person a disservice. Plain and simple. I'm so glad Trump is back. Everything feels so much different with him, and he's keeping all of his promises and doing everything he said during his campaign. And I think that's what's throwing the media off the most and people on the left, is because he's actually following through with what he said he did, because they're not actually used to someone doing that, especially a politician. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe. Give me a follow on X at MiddleGuy7, and I'll see everybody in the next one. Thank you.